Good morning, my beautiful angels. I'm back again, and today we'll be talking about equations, and specifically for your class, equations with fractions. And in dealing with equation with fractions, there's an assumption that you already know how to work with linear equations. That's equations which you have already done before anyway. That's equations without fractions. So I'm going to do two simple questions to kind of refresh your mind. Let's take this simple question. 7x minus 10 is equals to 114 plus 3x. And typically we'll tell you to collect the like terms or to rearrange the equation so that all the unknowns are on one side and all the constants are on the other side. But I keep telling you, and what I want you to bear in mind, that when you are working with equations, this equation sign tells you that everything on this side is of the same value as what is on this side. So basically what you do to this side, you must do to this side. Now let's try and collect like terms. And in doing that, what we're saying is to remove 10 from this side, you must add 10 to this side. 7x minus 10 plus 10, right? So I must also have 114 plus 3x plus 10, since I've added to this side. I hope you're with me. Now if I do that, I have 7x is equals to 114 plus 10 plus 3x. Now in order to bring 3x onto this side, I need to subtract 3x from this side. So if I say minus 3x on this side, on this other side of the equation, I must as well subtract 3x, which would give me 3x minus 3x plus 3x minus 3x is 0. So I have 114 plus 10. And 7x minus 3x is 4x. 114 plus 10 is 124. And if I divide this side by x by 4, so that I have only x isolated there, I must divide this second side also by 4, and which would give me 4 in 12, 3, 4 in 4, 1. So x is equals to 31. I hope that is clear. Simpler question. 4x plus 6 is equals to minus 10. 4x plus 6 is equals to minus 10. Now I have just 4x as something that has an unknown variable, and this is a constant, so I want to move this to this side. What do? I subtract 6 from this side. But with practice, we just tell you that once it goes over the equation side, it acquires a positive side. But I always want you to have it at the back of your mind that whatever you are doing on this side of the equation, you're also doing it on this side of the equation. So you have 4x is equals to minus 10, and if you have subtracted 6 from here, you subtract from here, so minus 6. What we have left is 4x is equals to minus 10 minus 6 is minus 16. X is equals to minus 16 divided by 4. I've already divided this 4 without saying, so you have minus 4. Please be mindful of your signs. If it's a negative, put it, and if it's a positive, you put it. So let's all move on then to equations with fractions. Equations with fractions, and let's take a simple example. I'm going to use this simple illustration. 3 over 4 is equals to a over 20. And the first thing you want to do is actually clear the fractions. You want to find a way to remove all the denominators, so you have a simple straight linear equation that you can now continue to work with. Now, if I wanted to eliminate 4 on this side, since 3 is being divided by 4, the simple thing is to multiply 4 by this denominator. I hope you're getting this. Multiply this side by 4 to isolate this, to clear out this fraction. And that means I'll say 4 times 3 over 4 is equals to a over 20. I must multiply this side by 4 times 4. I hope you're getting that. So if you clear this out, you have 3 is equals to a over 20 times 4. Now if I wanted to remove this as well, the simple thing to do is to multiply this side by 20. So I multiply this side as well by 20, and I multiply this side by 20. So I have 20 times 3 is equals to a. Now 20 cancels out 20 times 4. And I can proceed from there. And I have 20 times 3, which is 60. A times 4 is 4a. And then divide this side. What holds them together is a multiplication, so you divide this side by 4 and divide this second side by 4, and this gives me what? 15 is equals to a. Now in simple terms, in most math class, what you just hear is cross multiply. 3 over 4 is equals to a over 20. So we tell you to cross multiply, which works because when you cross multiply, you come down to 60 is equals to 4a, and it still gives you 15 is equals to a, just as we had here. But I took the pain to take you through the step-by-step process so that you would know why we have the cross multiplication happening in the first instance. This is just like a shortcut of the doing the same process on both sides of the equation. So that is basically what you need to do. So another practice question: d minus 7 over 2 is equals to 5. Now this is a fraction, and to make things easy, I've always told you when you have this, it's better to make it over 1 so that you have fractions on both sides and it makes it easy for you. So what we need to do is to cross multiply. And when you're cross multiplying, let me point this out to you. You must multiply the whole term. So you have 1 into d minus 7. You have been taught how to expand brackets. And 2 times this is going to give you 10. So if you open this bracket, you have d minus 7 is equals to 10. So d is equals to, in order to eliminate this, you say plus 7, right? So that's moving into this side. You have 10 plus 7. D is equals to 7. It's not so tasking. Let me point out things that may seem a little confusing to you when you work. If you have a mixed fraction, let's say 3/1 over 6, it's easier for you to change it into an improper fraction. Just change it into an improper fraction before you move on. 3 times 6, 18, 19. So you have 19 over 6, and then it makes it easier for you to cross multiply. Another issue is when you have a term, when it's not a single term, when you have something like this. So you have d minus 5, and the denominator on the other side is 2. Let's say you have 2 and 1. If you cross multiply, you must multiply it out. Expand your bracket as you have been taught. So let me give you the simple practice questions, because I do not want this video to be too long. X over 7 is equals to 35. Number 2, you have 33 over 2x is equals to 3.5. Number 3, you have 3 over t is equals to 6 over 13. And number 4, you have 13 plus x over 2 is equals to 5.5. You get the solutions to this but practice on your own first.